After today's video, we can finally say we have reviewed all of the pistols that are currently out in CS. And we're going out with a bang. It's the R8. Once known for being the pocket AVP, but after that nerf, it has basically always been used as a troll weapon. However, this all changed when Python CS started a series trying to reach 30k with only using a revolver. And because some weapons feel completely different than before, the question arises, is it better than the Deagle? So that is why let's find out together. Let's see the pros and cons, let's look at the stats and find out if this gun could be replacing your slot for the Deagle. But you know what could also replace your AK slot? This beautiful giveaway. It is currently running this month on my channel and there are multiple other giveaways in Discord down below. And now a quick word from our sponsor. With Skins Monkey, you can easily trade your CS skins just a few clicks. It's a fully automated trading platform with 24/7 live chat support and a massive inventory of skins to choose from. When you trade at least $10 worth of skins, you get up to $5 for free as a bonus. To maximize it, trade $100 and grab that extra $5 bonus. Skins Monkey also offers a 35% bonus when you use my code SHIFTERZ, and also check out their free section for awesome giveaways. Click the link below, use my code, and now back to the video. So as always, let's first look at the stats for the R8 Revolver. The Revolver comes at a price of $600. It has the single most powerful shot in the pistol category and it has two different firing modes. It has a magazine size of 8 shots with a verse ammo of 8. And if we just look at the damage stats, this gun is amazing. As you can see, with unarmored opponents, you can one-shot kill them if you either shoot their head or the stomach area and you will get a one-hit kill. And if not, you will be able to do a 2-hit kill. And with the armored opponents, it also looks really interesting. As you can see, if you also aim for the stomach area, you could do a lot of damage. You will not kill the enemy with a one shot, however, you will deal around 93 to 97 damage depending on the range you are, and you will just need a nade or a stray bullet to hit the other guy and he's dead. And this is something very powerful that you can have during an eco round, for example. And that is why some of the pros for this gun are the insane raw damage it has, the headshot potential, and the one shot kill into the stomach area too. Plus its running accuracy is pretty okay for what it is, and because of the charge up this gun has while shooting, I've noticed that you won't run into the problem where you start spamming the shot too fast because there is that charge up. And since I'm mentioning the charge up, let's talk about that. The fire rate for this gun is abysmal, especially if you're trying to use the charge up. Every time you shoot, you will need to have that in your mind that the gun takes a bit longer to shoot. It's not an instant shot. And when it comes to shooting with the secondary option, this gun's accuracy is absolutely abysmal, which means the only time you should be right clicking to shoot is if you're point blank to an enemy. And one thing that you will also notice, if you're doing the charge up, you will naturally slow down, and that can be annoying for someone. However, it could also be used to do a proper counter strike. And with that aside, let's now actually look at how to use this gun. As mentioned, this gun has two fire modes. The right click should only be used when you're point blank to an enemy, because then you will need to shoot as fast as possible. But anything over 2 meters, start using your left click. The spray pattern on this gun, I've noticed, is moving slightly to the left and right, so there is a bit of an RNG to this gun. But comparing it to the Deagle, we can see that the shots are tighter together than when looking at the spread pattern of the Deagle. And when should you use the R8? Let's find out. So for the first round of the game, I would consider it if I know I am going to be in mid to long range gunfights, especially if I am one of the first ones to enter a site, because I could one hit someone and then die, and then that guy has 10-20 HP depending on how much I hit him, and I'm then gonna be traded out. So this gun is perfectly for doing that chip damage. And look, because it is only $600, you will be able to buy a flash, which with the Deagle you won't be able to do. However, where this gun shined the most was during an eco, since as you looked at the stats, it does tremendous damage against someone with full body armor, and that is where I personally would also use it the most. And when it comes to shooting with the gun, the best thing you can do is first go into a practice server and start getting used to the delay this gun has when you're shooting. And if you're peeking a corner, try visualizing where the enemy is going to be, because you can already start shooting before you peek a corner, and once you're around the corner, you have already placed your crosshair onto the enemy, and you have therefore eliminated the charge time and can instantly shoot the enemy. And because this gun also has a slowdown when it's charging up, you could use that to your advantage to do a perfect counter strike. And now to the question, is it going to replace my Deagle? I've used this now now for a week. I took out the Deagle and put it in. So will I switch back to my Deagle? And my answer is yes, I'm going to switch back. However, I am really thinking about switching out another pistol for the R8 Revolver. Most likely, I'm going to replace my 5.7 for the R8 Revolver on the CT side and maybe the Dualies for my T side. I'm still not quite sure if that is my final pick. However, it is most likely going to be my choice. And now, let me know down below, would you give the R8 Revolver a chance and see how it feels? Because maybe after a week, you might come to the same conclusion as I did. It was a troll weapon and a useless gun in CSGO. However, something changed in CS2 and I think we might have not noticed that properly. And that is why the R8 Revolver is one of the most underrated pistols in CS2. It has a high skill ceiling, however, it is highly rewarding. So guys, and as always now, don't forget to check out the sponsor of today's video, use my code, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit the notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next one.